What's going on, fam? I'm Josh, you can call me Anoriand, and this is more Gladius. Now, I got everyone to level 2 between things. I ran an older mission a couple times just to do it because I'm a bit stubborn like that. But before we take on the tournament, we're gonna do Saturno's Fury. Saturno's Folly, that's what it is, Folly, not Fury. This is a rare one where it's like, there are certain ones where you have to fight a sequence of battles, and you only beat it by beating all of them, so I'm gonna do it, and that's just how it's done. Now, we have 4 slots. Ludo has the most experience by far, so he's gonna be who I leave out as a result. There are other reasons for potential decisions, but for now, he's going to be who we leave out for reasons. Now, they have a medium here. Okay, so what we want to do for sure, there's a heavy here. We definitely don't want to lead off with Valens there. What we want to put Cerwasi here in front of the heavy. We want to put, there's a channeler. There's you. I think the best idea would be we put Lampolo right here, Valens right here, and we put Catra right there to be able to, like, provide distance support, get a little closer and provide some distance support. I think it's a good way of building it out. If you don't play this out, because I've been skipping it every time, but if you don't play this out, like, it does a zoom out of the whole battle arena and kind of gives you an idea of where people are standing and all that good stuff. Okay, so here's my team. There they are. So reasonably speaking, right now, the best idea, honestly, is to pull back a bit and to let them approach us. Now, the exception here is going to be Lampolo. And then, I guess kind of by definition, I'll send Valens over here too. We want to take out that Murmillo real quick, and then they'll be walking towards us, but they're not particularly speedy enough to benefit. So we're gonna roll on over here. I'll put you right there. That's the main thing. I want to get her up high so that she can kind of target whoever the hell she wants to. One of the things, I did get Lampolo the skill roam between episodes, which is a move. It's kind of like his version of running attack. It lets him move further and hit, which, as you can see, is very useful on a heavy combat character. For Cerwasi, I didn't get him an active skill, I got him a passive skill. Namely, I got him Backstabber, which makes it so that when he attacks an enemy from behind, he actually deals twice as much damage as he otherwise would. Which is... Do I need to tell you why that's useful, or can you, like, just use context clues here? I'm hoping this is a context clues situation. I don't feel like I need to really break down with complex theory why it is useful to have someone deal twice as much damage as they would normally deal. I think that's kind of just a thing that we all just understand. Right? We get it? Okay, cool. Now, basically this kind of splits it so that the fighting is on 2 fronts. As much as Cerwasi did just get an ability that benefits him for hitting from behind, he's gonna be far better off getting up high than he is, like, trying to force a fight down low. Because the height benefit will be consistent and it'll work for both offense and defense. I was trying to see if I can get creative there and, like, I don't know. Nice! Double crit! Enough for the kill. That's what I need. Although Murmillos do take forever and a day to go down. I kind of glossed on this before, but here's the question I want to know. Because I mentioned I played the hell out of this on GameCube specifically. What is, like, the GameCube game you put the most time in? Could be in the sense of, like, underrated, or it could just be, like, you put a lot of time in the game. Like, it's fine if, like, the GameCube game I most fondly remember and played the most is Mario Sunshine. Like, a lot of people like that game. It's a good game. There's no reason, there's nothing against it. I already mentioned how technically I never even got to play Wind Waker properly, so, like, it's, you know, nothing can be assumed on the got to play games front. And that's the thing in general. You know, it's, don't assume that people have played game XYZ or that it's weird if they haven't. That's the other fun thing. Like, you've never played that? Listen, there's lots of reasons why people haven't played even classic games. I am a firm believer For instance, and this is just kind of, you know, making an overall point. I'm a firm believer that anyone who wants to get into game design, there are certain games they should play at some point for different reasons. Like, for instance, I believe that you should play Super Mario 3 if you can. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Twitter defense thing. If you can, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, if you can't be a game dev, you never played Super Mario. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like, it is just, to me, good business to do that. It is such a well-made game. You need to understand why it is so beloved. You need to understand what about the way it is put together makes people love this game. And so the easiest way to do that is to play it. But not everyone's played Super Mario 3. Not everyone is as old. Not everyone has had access to a system that can play it. Not everyone has had an opportunity. There's nothing universal in that regard. So just, you know, don't shame anyone. So if someone comes in the comments and says, like, the game I would love to play the most on GameCube is Super Smash Bros. Melee because I never got to experience it, and you sit there and say, and I see anyone commenting, oh my god, you never played Melee? I will block you. Like, you're not welcome here. We don't do that here, okay? We don't shame people here. That's not how any of this works. But, yeah, after all that soapboxing, what was your games? What was the games you liked to... I'll make it twofold just to increase it more. What was the game you played the most on the GameCube, assuming you had one? Assuming you didn't, or you did, but there was like a game you really wanted to play but couldn't for whatever reason, you just never had access, never had time, whatever it may be, what would be that game? For instance, I will mention there's a game I never got to play that inevitably I will play at some point on this channel because I really, really want to play it, called Lost Kingdoms. I never got to play that game. I really wanted to play that game. Maybe you played it? Let me know how it is. I've heard it's not as good as I think it is because it's like redonkulous short, but that's fine. It's whatever. I'm okay with games being shorter versus being longer. Like, oftentimes it can be a selling point. But yeah, stuff like that. Tell me, shout it out down below. Let me know. I'm just busy killing people here. Like, just killing people. This is only the first fight of this matchup, by the way. Thankfully, you do heal. Like, it's not like they're sitting here like, by the way, you also have to not heal in between rounds. Like, that's not how it works. You get to heal between rounds. But the fights do generally tend to get progressively harder. So that is something to be careful of, keep an eye out for, all that. Okay, so this comes through, and now, boom, it's immediately going to throw me in the next fight. You do Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 immediately. I don't know. Let me see here. Okay, they got a Peltas, 2 heavies, and a medium. So I absolutely need Cerwasi, and I think I need to replace Valens. No, I just said I need to replace Valens. I need Cerwasi to help deal with those heavies. This is gonna be a hell of a fight, too. I don't know if I'll be able to beat this one, y'all. Like, this may be where I rubber meets the road in a way I can't match. I will put you here, I will put you here, and I'll put you here. Okay, there is a methodology generally when I'm putting it out. Like, my main idea here is I want Cerwasi immediately getting all up in his grill. I'll leave this Sam Knight over here alone for now. That's a certified big chungus. Right now, I'm trying to focus on eliminating their numbers advantage. And the way I've set up... this is gonna hurt. Oh, good. That didn't hurt nearly as bad as it could have. So the way I'm set up, I have the ability to do that very quickly if I nail my prompts here and don't screw this up. Deal some decent damage, then I can roam in on him, and then I'll probably get another running attack, honestly, before he gets another turn. So by doing that, I will be able to very easily take him out before everyone gathers, and that allows me to, like, okay, now it's at least a 3-on-3. I've taken a little damage in this 3-on-3, but it's a 3-on-3. It's nothing I can't manage. And yeah, just to give you an idea, I'm going to backstab here. I'm not even going to do a regular, critical. Just a regular hit. Boom, 18 damage. Backstabber, doubling effects add up quick in this damn game. Mad quick. Okay, we got a Centurion and a Legionnaire. And then over here is the Sam Knight. You've got 64 HP. You've got 85 HP. And you've got 80 HP. So best idea, get in closer over here to the group so we can get some motivate going. But I definitely want to try and take out the Sam Knight faster if I can, because the fact that it has far less HP. Okay, so I'm not going to motivate because he's already here. Instead, I'm going to move here and attack. And the main idea is... Nice! Nailed that. Then I can come in from behind, do a running attack, backstab against, you know, hot, good weight class. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's about using what you've got and making the most of it. Boom. Double back damage is something else in the right hands. Now, I'm actually going to have her run because... that could get real scary real fast if I let it. Get out of there. Let him come closer to me. I can't get behind him, unfortunately. But I could, if I wanted to, pass, let him get a little closer, and now, boom, I can get it to where we can flank him. The main point is I want to flank him before other guy gets in, because this way, no matter what, someone's gonna get a back attack, and it will be a much needed back attack, because this dude's got a ton of HP. Like a ton. And I can roam to hit him from behind, so it's not, you know, what I just did a lot, but it's a lot. What's a game? Listen, I know a good, decent bit about the mechanics of this game, because, like I said, I put a ton of time into it. What's a game that, like, you know a lot about? I know, I keep asking questions. I like asking questions. Questions are fun, y'all. It's fun to ask people things. Be creative, or be inquisitive about the world. Be interested. Be curious. I'm sorry, I had to say that. Anyways, what is a game, if you have one, where, like, you know some shit about that game? Like, you just know about that game. Like, that is you. You can sit here and go toe-to-toe with the best of them about anything. Could be lore, could be just, like, could just be the general, could be mechanics, could be anything. What's a game that fits like that for you? I know I've asked a lot of questions, and I'm gonna keep asking questions, so keep answering the questions. That's the main thing. Keep answering the questions, because I want to know what you gotta say, what you gotta do. Screwed it up. Bow! Alright, running attack. This is gonna be way weaker than everything else. I'm not hitting from behind. I'm hitting the worst weight class choice, and dude has some armor to him. Yeah, only 15. But it's fine. It's fine. We're in good position to finish this up very quickly here. I'm just gonna have you run. Oh, wait, can I long throw you? I cannot. I'm honestly just gonna pass. And pass. And let Lampolo finish this off. Because that's all I need. Bam! 35 damage on a crit. Very nice. It's victory, and we have won and beat that guy, and now we're moving on to the next one. All right, let's try this question mark. What are we up against? Okay, Peltis. Okay, 2 Peltists, a Murmillo, and a Centurion. So we need you for sure for the Centurion. What's over here? A Peltist. Okay, what are we looking at for health and such? 55, 55, 67, 85. Okay. It's gonna be same idea as before. Surround and attack situations. But Valens is going to be on this side, and Sir Wacy is going to be on this side, and Lampolo is going to be on this side. Actually, Lampolo and Valens are going to switch. And the reason why is fairly simple. No. Because with roam and running attack, Cerwasi and Lampolo now kind of have the ability to, as long as they're acting early on and the enemy is not privy to moving, one of them is going to get a back attack and deal pretty damn good damage. And you would, obviously it would be best if it was Cerwasi, but Lampolo is going to hit pretty reliably damn hard. So, let these guys charge and approach us. There's no height advantage. There is one barrel, but I don't even know if I can climb on it, and I'm not going to worry about it. It's a box, not a barrel. Whatever. There's one box. Out of the box. Out of the box. Oh, out of the box. Out of the box. Bam, bam. See, this is the point of backstab. I don't even need to worry about like critting or whatever. I can just attack and deal almost 20 damage at this point in the game, which is banana sandwich.
The Affinity God shall lead us.
Y'all remember Out of the Box? It's not just me, right? So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again, I said so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great hanging out and sing together in the box, and now it's time to say goodbye. Whatever they did. I flubbed it! Flubbed it! Alright, we edited that past. There was a little moment, a little thing. We're all good. We're all great. Alright, motivation. Let's try this again. There we go. I know how to do this. I know how to play this game. I cannot tell you the last time I failed a simple motivate. Like, that's just something I don't do. So that was just, like, very silly of me. Pass. Valens has his defense up, which is key. I hope you don't have, like, a shield throw or anything. Because Murmillos get, like, legit, like, shield tosses and cool shit like that. Like, it's a whole thing. Ah, shoot. Let me pass one more time. Lampolo! I'm gonna have you pass as well. I want them to step a little closer, because it'll matter very shortly here. Balance attack! Alright. You're as close as you're gonna get, which is unfortunately not close enough for me to running attack, but it's okay. I'm just gonna move everybody forward. I'm gonna move everyone forward. Ah! Very weak attack. Very weak attack. That was not inspiring in the slightest. Not even at all. Cerwasi! Running attack. I wish Valens hit first, because that would have therefore made this a whole lot more, and that I didn't screw up. But even beyond not screwing up, wish Valens hit first would have made this a whole lot more useful. But things happen. It's okay though, because combo from behind while empowered. I should focus and not act like things are guaranteed, because spoiler alert, they ain't. Nice. Nailed it. Okay. Okay. BYB. BYOB. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Hey, y'all, remember when that was a thing? The meme version of it, I should say. And that Haley Williams herself was like, hey, what is this? And people on the internet had to explain, hey, Haley, so we've gone and made a mockery of your song. Just thought you should know. It's like, oh, okay, cool, I guess, question mark? Ah! Throw shield! I didn't agree to any of that. Okay. Effed it up again, but it's okay, cause I'm gonna get in combat in a bad situation. Yeah. If I running attack, I should, as long as I don't F it up. Hold on, because that's been a theme. That's been a theme. It's been a theme and not a good theme. It's not a good theme. There are great themes, like the Family Matters theme song. It's a rare condition in this day and age. That's a great theme. The Step by Step theme song, great theme. Step by step, day by day. Great theme. This has not been a great theme. This has been a bad theme. A theme of me failing prompts after having gotten solid prompts again. Ah! Lampolo, I need you to roam. Not R-O-M-E. But like, country Rome, take me Rome to the place I be Rome. I am, folks, this has been a long day that I'm recording this in, and a lot of things went sideways, and I am holding on for dear life. I'm also been worried, like, am I even interesting? So, you know, are these videos worthwhile and good? Are people watching because they want to? You know, it's a whole thing. So, like, it's been a thing. Hey, we won, and we got the badge, and we got 3 cups. Trace cups. Boom. So we got all these handled. The only things we haven't beaten yet are the Ludus fight here, which, again, this one's tough. See, this is a matchup where maybe with the right setup, but no, I don't want to get into it. And then, same thing over here in the Civilist League. The final fight here is just, it's a mess of a throwdown. All channelers. That's going to be a long, slow slog. Also, there's a level 3 among them. I don't want to be dealing with none of that. So we're not going to deal with that just yet. However, we've got 85% approval, so that's good. Got 12 grand. So, like, we could, if we got to higher level, we could recruit some of these folks here. There's some tricks you can do to be able to recruit people who you otherwise shouldn't, by the way. I'm not going to engage in those, but there are tricks you can use to be able to be like, well, this higher level character is part of my team now, but we're going to go take on the tournament. The big tournament, 5-on-5 throwdown. Whole team gets to take part against a whole enemy squad. There's one random level 3. Okay, I'm going to back out entirely and then retry it and see if it changes, because I know there's a version of this where you get a guy between you. Okay, cool. Oh, the level 1 is here. The level 3's over here, but that's fine with me. Let's get you surrounded for sure. What's up here? A peltist. Okay, Ludo, you can handle him solo. And then for the rest of you, we're gonna go with Valen's over here. Serwasi over here. Katra here and Lampolo here. That works for me. Okay. This is a whole throwdown situation. E-mouse! E-mouse, that's like Dead Mouse. But like, internet-only version. Does Dead Mouse play, like, I was about to ask if Dead Mouse plays live, so. Don't mind me, folks. I'm just losing every last one of my faculties live on camera. Hey, live on camera. I'm losing them live on camera. I just F'd that up too. Is there nothing you cannot F up, Josh? Is there nothing? Is nothing sacred? The answer may surprise you. It's no. Nailed it, right? Hey, I actually did nail it. Cool. So this is why you want to get the version where there's a guy in the middle, because then you can basically immediately make your team get racked, stacked, ready to roll without any issues. Can I? Oh, my motivate can actually hit everyone from here, so I'm gonna do that and just have motivate sit. Well, everyone except Ludo, but Ludo's kind of doing his own thing over there. But he's got combo attack. He's up against a level 1 Peltist. I'm not worried about it. Pancreas. I'm kidding. I saw it was Pancreas. But it's just funnier to shout Pancreas randomly for seemingly no reason. All right. Country room, take me home. I love that song, but it's also like exceedingly soulless at times. Unless you're talking about the Toots and the Maytals version. Like there ain't a lot better than hearing Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Jamaica. It's like, wait, pause. Time out. We talking about the same place? Nothing against West Jamaica, mind you. More so just like, I didn't expect to hear that sound, but it's fine. Not in this song. Not set to this music. That's for certain. Valens, you're kind of dragging ass over here. Like, just so you're aware. I'm not saying you're the weak link, but I also don't know how else to put it right now. Valens becomes brutal later, and Empower Self is a big part of it. Like, the ability to buff your damage output and defenses with a single move with very little, like, requirement is busted the entire game. But for right now, it's like, not having a special movement attack is notable. Like, there's a reason why Lampolo had several different good move options, including the ability to get rid of status effects and something called coordinated attack, which would have made it to where, like, he attacks and anyone else in range who happens to, like, he attacks, and if there's anyone else in a certain range of him, if he's successful in his attack and the whole thing and it properly goes off, they will also, like, allies will get to attack again. Which is, I don't think I need to explain why that whips ass. But in case I do, like, extra attacks are always good. But roam is more useful because it's very rare that enemies are, like, directly in front of you, especially later on in the game. You've got to get to them. And so attacks that make them insist on sitting in front of you are just not nearly as useful. Combo attack's great. You've got to already be in front of me to combo attack. If an enemy's running like a hit and run strategy, combo attack ain't doing a damn thing for me. Running attack is basically a buff to my damage every turn. Roam fundamentally increases my movement, which is useful for, again, I think, very obvious reasons. But, you know, it's whatever. Boom. Yeah, the reason I wanted to get to level 2, I get a notable damage buff, or noticeable damage buff out of everyone. Get some new abilities like Roam. Are you kidding me? If I didn't even, the real problem is that was greed. Because if I just hit it in yellow, it would have done the job. So I was just being greedy. Have I hit enough that I can just use the... Yeah, I can. Please tell me you don't have fire affinity. Perfect. And this way I can just not have to worry. That's one of the main advantages of affinity, especially later on. Just a hit that doesn't have any meter, any swing, and it hits. It just hits. Hey, I got a bronze plate. Nice. I don't know who can use that. But boom, we got one of the tournaments needed done to eventually be able to get to the championship. So that's nice. Tournament victory here is quite a relief. With all the Peltists, Centurions, and Channelers in these games, it's good preparation for the rest of the land. Can't you stop thinking about the future for one moment and just enjoy a victory? Boom. So now the only thing that's left here is to, like, face the later fights in Civilist League and Purgos Communus, but we don't have to do that right now. The main thing is, hey, oh shoot, I need to see that bronze plate and see what's... Who is it for? Ignore me. Okay, cool. Equipment. Who can equip the bronze plate? Centurions or Samnites? Okay, so bam, Lampolo. You got a heavy gorget you can swap to the bronze plate. It's air-based, which isn't what I want, but it was free. So, like, for you, it's 13 more HP. 13 more HP, I think, what is this? 1 defense and -2 initiative. I don't like the -2 initiative, but focusing on the defense is probably my wisest choice right now. I will sell that heavy gorget. And then from there, we're good. We can start heading to other places and look for other things and do other stuff. Oh, I thought I needed to hit another menu. I forgot I just need to hit X to set. I just need to hit X to sell armor. The heavy gorget's $3 grand? Why? Why is it so much? I'm gonna keep this plated circlet for now. Okay, I'm still not buying anything, but there is a reason. So first thing, let's save. All right. What we're gonna do, we're going to pop into one of the other places in the land where there's a character type I know I both can and like to recruit, and see if we can recruit him. And then if not, then we'll probably head to to Belfort over there either way and start doing some more challenges. Like that's, I don't know if I'm gonna beat this entire game in a Let's Play. I'm gonna play it for a while. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're enjoying the game. I've asked a lot of questions. I've talked about a lot of random stuff. There was a big chungus. You will not find better prices. Okay, what you got for me? Customers! Sometimes you can find pop-up shops like this. Oh, it's an accessory shop. So he literally doesn't even have anything else other than accessories, so we can go straight there. Okay, he's got Badge of Eris, Badge of Exuro, Badge of Solum, the Emperor's Insignia, which gives you Crowd's Grace. Cannot lose the favor of the crowd by poor battle choices. That seems handy. A Warrior's Medal, which gives you a power increase, just increases your power, basically, while in battle, but like status effect style. Anklet of Oasis for a Dervish, Aquamarine Pendant for Gungner and Peltist, Birch Armband for a Bandit. A lot of these are like class-specific versions of the Badge of Exuro, Badge of Solemn, things like that are just like boosting your affinities, but for specific classes. I'm trying to look for stuff that's not just the elemental stuff if they have it. Okay, cool. Magical Bracelet. No, I don't have any Amazons yet. Assassin Belt for Archers. Gunger's Pellet. Oh, wait, what's this do? Move to attack up. Increases one's move to attack range. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not using that, though. Satyr, I don't have yet. Yeah, you can get, like, some demi-humans, like Satyrs, Minotaurs, things like that. Can't use any of these yet. Band of the Emperor, Guazimir. Nope. 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 Oh, ooh, for animals. Yeah, you can get a bear, a plains cat, greater plains cat, wolf, greater wolf, things like that. You can get a lot of cool characters. That's part of what makes you just want to keep going. Mongrels, you can get a scalp. That's something. Archer, Niji, Amazon, no choker. You know what I could do that would be faster? I could just switch the other characters, because I'm curious to see like what they have. Here we go. Increases, so this would be increasing defense in exchange for the fact that she already has the fire elemental thingy. I don't know if that's where, for now, I'm just not gonna do it. I plan on having him going water. But I could give him the Warrior's Medal and increase his attack for now. But that would be literally half of my money. So I ain't doing that. And I'm not, yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're not buying anything yet. But pop-up shop, cool thing. That's a thing that happens. Head to Cyrna, and let's go to Theater Antiquitas. You get a different person, by the way, in every location.
What makes you think you can handle the challenges that await you here?
This school has proven itself many times before.
Many times. Like the one time.
The competition
But it was like a really good one time.
Say, old man.
Just
but
saying.
Has this group seen a channeler on the battlefield yet?
Yeah, actually, repeatedly.
fine. Save your stories for those who require entertainment.
You are confident, I see. Well, here is the tournament list.
I do love it. The championship also happens here, by the way. But in order to do it, you need to have gotten the Glory of Imperia, Honor of the Valkyrie, and Gift of Perseverance badges. And additionally, you also need, yeah, there's a lot, okay? The leagues, you can see here, several of them require popularity further in, require other badges, all types of things. But the main reason I'm here, I'm looking into the recruiting. Okay, notice here, this Amazon doesn't actually have a permanent recruitment option. It's just literally not available. There are ways to recruit even people like that who are technically not available yet. Ooh, I could get Wallery-Jan, the Murmillo. Murmillos are dope. I love Murmillos. They have such a, their shield throwing methodology of combat is so cool to me. And it would give me another girl, which is going to be key here, because the Spirit of the Valkyrie thing, ladies only. Literally, you can only bring ladies into these fights. So the fewer you bring, the harder it's going to be. So the reason I'm doing this is because if you've noticed at the end of battles, like characters who aren't in the party get at least some experience. The sooner you get people recruited and, you know, on your team, the better. So I think I'm going to go ahead and recruit her. Now, one thing I will note, she clearly does have a fire amulet type thingy. I'm absolutely not going to keep that on her. Murmillos almost by default don't work good with fire. And if you're curious why, I'm going to show you real quick. Go to Gladiators. Let's go to Wallery-Jan. I wish we could change names. And we can't, but. Skills. Oh, she already even has fire attack? Oh, okay. Well, my problem is I believe all their best stuff is water-based. But I'll double check between streams, because if not, I don't particularly have a problem having her be a fire-based Murmillo. That would be pretty cool. But she does already have throw shield, which is the main thing. That's the main thing that's cool with her. I'd also need to get shield mastery next level, because shields are so integral to the things they do. The thing with throw shield is it's a short range shield tech. It deals pretty damn good damage, regardless of the range. But all right, so we'll go ahead and we'll cut it off here. I'll get her set up before the next episode to have her, you know, identifiable look, what have you. I will look into and see whether or not their best stuff is waterlocked, because if not, then yeah, I'm good with fire. And we'll just continue when we continue. All right, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe to see more. Ring that bell. All that good stuff. You know all that junk. And until next time, I'll catch you later, fam. All right.